welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a 38-week baby update. So if you enjoy this type of content and other homeschool content, please remember to subscribe and let's get into it. Okay, when you see this video, I will hopefully have already had a baby. And so it will be coming out when I'm past 39 weeks, just because of the timing of everything. And so hopefully I already have a baby. If you want to know for sure if I have, I would look at my Instagram, which is just at Jackie Paulson. Oh, it's down below in the description box. So you can go there and see, because that will be like one of the first places it will actually get posted before, YouTube. It'll be a while before I get here on YouTube and share. So if you want to know when this video comes out, if I've already had a baby, go look at Instagram. And then I was just going to give you a quick update, I guess. I've been feeling yucky. That's normal. I just don't ever feel great. Some people I watch on YouTube, or I have friends that just feel great most of pregnancy. Some of them don't even get sick in the first trimester, and they're like, oh yeah, it's great to be pregnant. And I'm like, no, it is not. I don't feel very good. And this is a time when I'm sort of losing weight most of the time. Not very much, just little bits, just because I don't eat very much, because it makes me sick. Whether it's being nauseous, from having a baby pushing right up on my stomach, or from acid reflux, I just don't eat very much. And so that's the biggest reason why I feel yucky, why I lose weight, is because eating is just hard. So then my body is struggling for nutrients and all the things. It's just difficult to try to keep up with it. And obviously the best solution is to have the baby. But it's not like a concerning amount or anything like that. It's just me. It's just my life. So there's that. And then I've been having non-stress tests at my appointments. I had an appointment at like 36 and a half weeks, and then not again until 38, because there was a holiday or something. I don't know. There was something in between that made it hard for me to meet with my midwife, or I would meet with her like a few days after I'd just seen her. So we just bumped it to like a week and a half appointment instead. And the STs, non-stress test, yes, that's right, been fine. Everything's been fine. Everything looks good. She's extremely active, especially in the afternoon when I've had them, moving around like a crazy person. And so everything's looked good there. And the only reason I've been having those weekly for the last month, basically, is because of advanced maternal age. And I mentioned this before, it dropped to 35. It used to be 40, and I'm 36 and a half-ish, I guess. And so I do those every week from like 35 or 36 weeks until you deliver. Again, you don't have to. I feel like that's one of the things I want to say here, and something that's important for us to remember, is to advocate for ourselves when we're giving birth, whether it's at the hospital, whether it's in a birthing center, at home, whatever it is, that we have a say in what's happening to us and to our bodies. And so if we don't want to do something, then we need to talk it out with our doctor, our midwife, whoever is seeing to us, and figure it out. If you can't figure it out, you might have to find a new doctor or midwife, someone that is more willing to see eye to eye with you. And so my midwife is great. I completely trust her. She delivered my last baby, and she's absolutely amazing. So, excuse me. So the non-stress tests, while they like to just make sure everything's going well, I also do. I am a very high anxiety person and very easily stressed. So it's very helpful for me to just know that everything is going well. So that's kind of along with that. And then they did my group B testing at 36 weeks. And I have been positive with group B the last 3 babies I've had. So I've had to have penicillin. This one I'm not positive. So that's weird. Like the test came back negative. And so I'm like, okay. And it's like group B is always around. Like it's a flora that's present. It's not harmful, but it can be harmful to some babies that get it. And it's not always present throughout pregnancy or throughout all of pregnancy, which is why they test it at the end. So anyway, I was negative this time, so that was fun. I was negative with my first 2 babies and then had 3 that weren't, and then here we are again, which is nice because you're supposed to have 4 hours of the penicillin. They want you to have it in your system 4 hours before you deliver. And so it can like delay delivery and make it so you have to go to the hospital sooner. So there's that. But so yeah, I don't have to worry about that. So that's good. And then what else was I going to say? Oh, we have an induction date, which is why by the time you see this, I shouldn't be pregnant anymore. And the induction date also goes along with me just being more high anxiety, high stress. I live in Utah, and at 39 weeks, they will induce you if you want to be induced. And so it's, completely your choice, obviously. And a few years ago, I don't remember exactly when it was, 37 weeks was changed to preterm, and 39 weeks is considered full term. It used to be 40, and like 39 was still considered early, but it isn't anymore. It's been changed. But so they're going to, I have my induction date. We'll do that. And yeah, hopefully that will all go well. The only child I have not been induced with was my first one. I actually just went into labor with him at 39 weeks. I wasn't dilated or anything. It was right after Christmas, and my doctor at the time, because we've lived in several different places and states, so I've had lots of different hospital experiences. She was like, oh yeah, for sure he's not going to come. And then a couple days later he came. So anyways, so he came at 39 weeks, and I actually went to labor with him, and then I've been induced with the rest. My next 3, I was induced at 41 weeks and still was not dilated, not contracting, not doing anything. And it kind of stresses me out, and I hate just waiting that long, and I don't feel good. I can hardly walk right now with this baby because she's just sitting so low, and my last one also did. And so I'm pretty miserable, and I know everyone has different opinions about being induced, but like I said, I've been induced with 4 of my 5 kids, and this will be 5 out of 6, and everything has been fine, totally fine with doing that. And I had my last one without an epidural, and contractions were actually the worst with my first baby. Like, I was in 30 hours plus of labor with him, and they were way worse than being on Pitocin, which I know isn't always the case, because some people, Pitocin makes contractions harder and faster. But for me, no. Like, they were way, way worse with my first baby, and he's the only one I wasn't induced with. So here we are, and we're going to be induced in a few days. So that's exciting and not at the same time. So like, I'm done being pregnant, but there's also just a lot of things that go with labor and delivery, and then afterwards, and then having a newborn and all the things. So anyways, we're to that point, which is kind of crazy and very exciting. And my husband is currently 6 hours away with our son at boys camp. And because our oldest is autistic, so he wanted to make sure everything went well, and I felt more comfortable like having him gone with our son to make sure there wasn't like any crazy episodes going on while he was there, than being here making sure I didn't go into labor. So we're on day 2. He'll be gone for another full day and then coming home the next day. So I'm fingers crossed that she decides to stay. Right before this, it's like, get the baby out, and now we're like, please don't let her come out. And then a few days after that, I'll be induced if she hasn't come out. So that's kind of where we are right now. And so stay in, little girl, just stay there. And anyway, so that's where we're at. And is there anything else I want to say? I'm about 1 centimeter dilated right now, and that's been pretty normal with my last, 2 kids. Before that, it was like nothing at all, like 0, even at 41 weeks, 0. And so it's been, I guess, good that I'm dilating a little bit. I've had several contractions with this baby since like 24 weeks. compared to the rest of my kids where I had like no contractions at all until basically I was being induced. And then I don't know if there's something else. I'm looking down at my notes. That's why I'm like looking at you and my notes. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think I covered everything that I wrote down to cover. So again, if you want to know when you see this video if I've already had my baby, then go to Instagram because you'll be able to see there if I have or not. And yeah, I can't believe that we're already here. And eventually I'll make a video introducing you to her and all that kind of stuff on the video for YouTube, but it will probably be several weeks. It was about 4 weeks with my last baby just by the time I recovered, but I pre-filmed quite a few things. So you should still be able to, you'll still get some video uploads going, but all of them are from before the baby's born. So I hope this update just let you know what's going on right now, what's going on in my life, and that we're all doing good. We're all excited for this baby to get here and praying that everything goes well and that I just remember to really breathe. I just kind of breathe through the contractions and get kind of in this very deep state of meditation and don't like to be touched. I just like to be left alone. So hopefully everything goes well. So now that I've chatted on and ranted on and on, just I'll see you soon is what I'm trying to say. I'll see you soon with a new baby and introducing you to her. And thank you for supporting my channel, for just being there for me and helping me through all these crazy times of having more kids. And I just appreciate you and I'm grateful for everything that you guys do. So I will see you soon. Bye.